It is Nashville Hot Chicken night, but we're doing this a bit different. I'm excited to try this. I've been thinking about this for a while. Um, make a mean Nashville Hot Chicken, but it's the normal stuff. It's fried and all this other stuff. Frying makes a mess, and got to watch my girlish figure. So we are going to live fire this shit, and we're going to do it over some nice post oak in the Santa Maria. What we're going to do is we're going to rub it with typically what I season my flour with, minus the flour, of course. And then we have my Nashville hot sauce. There's, little brown sugar, little cayenne, little berry, which is like an Ethiopian spice. You can omit that, and just use a little bit more cayenne. Just adjust it to your spice level, whatever. But if you have like a spice store around and you can get some, I'm probably saying it wrong, but it's Barabi. It's an Ethiopian spice. It's so good, man. It's got nice heat to it, but there's a flavor in it that is it's seriously awesome, and chicken loves it. So but anyway, there's a little garlic, little white pepper, stuff like that. I'll put the like I've been doing the uh, back card at the end of the video segment where I just did something, with the exact blend and stuff for the rub and for my Nashville hot. I'm using, since you usually take the hot oil that you fried the chicken in, I'm just using a grapeseed oil because we are going to heat it. I'm going to be making some uh, potatoes Romanoff also. One of my favorite ways to eat potatoes, man. But we're going to make some potatoes Romanoff also I was going to do it in the pizza oven, but I'm running out of time. I don't have time to light two fires. So I'm just going to do them in the CookShack. But that's where we're going to heat our oil as well. Let some smoke get into it. Let it get nice and hot. We'll keep stirring it. And then towards the end of the chicken cook, we're going to just start brushing it onto the chicken and just keep laying it on there until the end. And then we'll do a final brush at the end. So it will essentially be Nashville hot chicken, except cooked over post oak, live fire, no breading, no fried. So that's what we're doing today, guys. So here's my chicken. All I did was half it. I soaked it in a little bit of the buttermilk and then a little bit of the rub that I'm actually going to be putting on the bird overnight, and pulled it out. Potatoes, do them the day before. They get a nice texture. We're going to shave them off, grade them up with the cheese grater. We're going to use two forks because potatoes Romanoff, you want to keep that texture. That texture is what this stuff is all about. Couple of cheeses, a little sour cream, some shallots, a little cayenne, just stuff like that. They're fantastic. And then we just drop them in a baking dish and we'll throw them in the CookShack as well. So let's get going. We got a lot to do and it's getting late. I haven't even lit the fire yet. So we got our bird. I am going to make this super easy today. Like I said, we're in a hurry. I want to get the bird rubbed. And I want it to sit on there for a little bit. So we are going to get this shine down. I did pat them dry, and they've been sitting out in the fridge after I pulled them out of the buttermilk. But there's still enough moisture on them to where I don't have to worry about, the rub not staying on or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So, but they are patted dry. And let me grab a paper towel here. Now that they've been sitting, there's a little more built up on the bottom. So we're just going to give these a quick pat. We don't want too much buttermilk left on there because that stuff will singe and all that other good stuff on the grill. So, all right. This rub's only being used for chicken, so the food police can put away their badges. Don't worry about it. I'm going to get the meat side. Kind of heavy-handed. Want it to get in there. This is all part of that flavor. You got to figure this normally has breading, so we want it to get in that chicken. And we want it to stay on there. So that's another reason why I want to get these rubbed and sitting. Man, these things are going to be so tender. Typically, I only do my buttermilk for, I usually do it in the morning and that's what I make that night. But yesterday got away from me, and I didn't make them. So they went overnight. So they should probably be crazy tender, guys. Too much longer than that, though, and you start things start getting weird, man. The texture gets weird, and you know it's just not as good. So the skin side, I'm not going to be as heavy-handed with it, but I'm going to get some on there because we're going to be layering that Nashville hot sauce on top of that. It's going to get a beautiful color and, of course, flavor. All right. Look at that. Okay. We are good to go. So now I'm going to just set this aside here and let's bang out these potatoes. I always find that if I just prep everything first, it just makes things so much easier. You know what I mean? I'm just going to take the cheese grater. We're going to take our potatoes, skin and all, and we're just going to run them through. And then we get this beautiful texture on these potatoes. And if we use a couple of forks to mix everything, then we can continue with that texture. And it translates right through to the final thing. And man, it's awesome. So I'm going to bang these out real quick, just like that. See, I don't want to play with it too much, but it's just nice, cold. They're separated. They're ready to go. So let me bang the rest of these out, and I'll be right back. All right, guys. So here we got our potatoes. Now we are going to, where the hell is my thing at? I'm going to toss in some shallot, just a small shallot, finely minced. Just like so. And then right here, I like to use a combo of a medium cheddar, about a half cup's worth. Spread that around. And I try to do this individually, so we don't play with the potatoes so much because then they break down. So if you take two forks and just toss it in there, just like that. That way we can mix everything together, but we're not changing the texture of our potatoes. And believe me, it may sound stupid, but it makes all the difference in the world when it comes to the potatoes Romanoff. Again, this is a white cheddar, a nice aged white cheddar. This is actually my favorite cheddar. This is a Tillamook Farm Reserve white cheddar. It's so good, man. It's salty and nutty, and it's just a great cheddar, man. So again, we're just going to toss this up, just like so. Just like that. Now, we are going to get some fat in here by ways of sour cream. So we're going to do about a quarter cup or so. A little more if you like it. It doesn't really matter. I mean, it cooks out, and it just gives everything what it needs, So I'll probably do about a half cup just because why not? I'm making it. Do what I want. Break it up a little first. And now back to the toss. Just kind of spread that out in there. Try to avoid the clumps the best you can anyway. just like that. Clean your forks off every once in a while. There's a little clump there. Just like that. It's beautiful. We still have our texture, as you can see, but everything is getting mixed up. Oh, there's a little clump there. Just like so. These are a little bit more labor intensive than a normal potato, but I'm telling you, man, they are so worth it. Fantastic, fantastic potatoes. All right, so now we are going to hit them with a little salt and a little pepper. Potatoes love salt. Typically the rule with potatoes, teaspoon per potato. So don't be afraid. And about a teaspoon or so of black pepper. Now, I should have grabbed the rest of my spices. 1 second. Now we just need the white pepper. And I am out of cayenne, but you got to put a little cayenne in there. So again, I am going to use the Bear Brie. I'm going to tone this down a little bit because it is distinctive. But typically about, quarter teaspoon, half teaspoon, you just want a little kick in there, just a little something in the background. White pepper. Now, typically, you don't even put black pepper in this, but I like the taste of black pepper. But I'm doing a teaspoon of white pepper also, because white pepper is fantastic as well. So, just like so. And give her a mix. Just like that. Oh, it smells so good. So damn good. And it's just potatoes. So check it out, guys. See, we still have our texture. Everything's mixed up nicely. Good, 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 good. So let me get my pan out for that, and we'll get it in there, and then we'll go light a fire. All right. When you put them in the pan, you do not pack either. You just shake them out right from the bowl. Done. Done, done, done. So we're going to set this guy to the side as well, and we're going to go get the pit lit. All right, guys. So we got a nice fire going over here. We bring you on over. Give you a little, some nice bed of coals and post oak going on. So we're going to throw our chicken on. As always with my chicken, I always do a skin side first, just to kind of set everything up and render some of that fat that's in between the skin and the meat. And then I go towards the flesh side and let it do a majority over there. So we're going to take our birds, like so. Bring our wings out, just like that. Got about, 8 inches or so from the flame right now. Plenty hot enough. Got a good kiss going on. So I'm going to let them go for, 5-10 minutes or whatever. Just get everything kind of set up on that skin side. Sorry about that. And then we'll give them a flip and just let them roast for a little bit. And then towards the end, we'll bring them back over on that skin side, get a nice char going, all that other good stuff. So, all right, guys, here we are. Got some nice char on that. Ooh. It's getting good. I got the CookShack going. I got it at 375. The wind has been picking up like crazy out here. It'll come into gusts and just blow everything off. So I might just go like this for a little while. And I just, depending if it gets any worse, I might just toss it in the CookShack with the potatoes Romanoff and just let it finish off in there. But I'm gonna try to hold out and see if whatever. But a big gust of wind comes, it blows ash everywhere, and it's chaos out here. So, but I'm gonna stick it out as long as I can. We're getting that nice flavor on there. Actually, gonna bring it down a little bit, and then we're going to start brushing and coating. Now, the natural hot oil sauce has some brown sugar in it, so I don't want it to burn. You know, we're playing over some high heat right now, so I'm going to save that towards the end. We're going to bring it up, and we're just going to slowly baste and just let that stuff just kind of layer in and just coat that chicken up super nice. So, we're still early yet, but it's probably running at maybe 100, 105 or something like that. This one actually a little bit less, but we're gonna keep going at it. All right, guys. So here we are. Fire's going down. The wind keeps blowing ash. So figured it's probably best anyway if we move these guys over to the cook shack and baste them in there. That way everything will seize up a little bit better. Get some smoke, more smoke flavor in there, all that other good stuff. So we're gonna move them over there. I already got the potatoes Romanoff in there. Just put them in there a few minutes ago. And I have the Nashville hot oil already in there as well on the top shelf getting heated up. So we're going to move these over into the cook shack. Check them out though. They look nice, don't they? And then we're going to start basting. All right, so we're rolling at 375. We got the Romanoff in there. We're going to throw these guys. Look at that. It's a good looking bird. Throw them right here. I'm going to let them go for a minute. I'm going to grab my basting brush, and then we're going to come out and start making them some Nashville hot. All right, guys, here we are. So I got my Nashville hot here. Oh, bubbly, bubbly. So that's a good sign. Give her a mix. Make sure everything is all blended together real nicely. And let's give these chickens a little coat, shall we? Here, I'll bring you on in. Look at that. All right. Hot oil should be right around 375, considering that's what the grill is at. So that's going to kind of almost like fry that outside. As long as we move fast enough and get the door shut. Oh man, look at that beautiful color though already, man. Come on. That's what I'm talking about. That's gorgeous. All right. All right. So the risk of this video getting insanely long, and we all know how everybody loves that. I'm just going to continue basting. Probably got about another 15, maybe 20 minutes left on that chicken. It was right around 155, 160. So being in here now at 375, it'll climb pretty quickly. Not to mention that hot oil basting it constantly. So I'll keep an eye on it, but I'm guessing around 15, 20 minutes. So I'm just going to keep basting, and then I'll just bring you guys back when it's time to pull them off, and we'll check them out. All right, guys, home stretch here. I'm super happy with how this is turning out. So check it out. We're going to give her one more bit of love, and then I'm going to be pulling them. So. Oh, man. It's beautiful. Look at that. See that, guys? Bam. Look at that. I'll put him over here now. Just like that. Our Romanoff's getting really nice back there as well. So, like I said, a couple of minutes. I'm going to just grab my pan, grab my stuff, and we'll get these things off here. All right. Here we go. I'm going to let the Romanoff go for a minute. I like to let my chicken rest. I don't think enough people let their chicken rest. It seriously makes a difference, in my opinion, of course. Woohoo! Man, crispy, beautiful color. Here, let me grab that bowl too. Take him with me. We'll give her one more final baste. And then, of course, you got to have pickles, right? So, check it out, though. Look how dark and rich them things got. Man. All right, guys. I'll be back. All right, guys. Here we are. Look at that. Ooh, dark. But check these out. You picture in the culinary diction of potatoes Romanoff, wish they looked that good. My favorite. All right. Let's see what we got. Ooh, see the inside? Nice, juicy. Nice crust on that. Ooh, she got some kick. That's damn tasty, though. Super good.
It tastes aromatic?
Yeah, it's very good. It's good. It's a little bit different than what you would think Nashville Hot is, but it has it, you know? It's just, it doesn't have all that breading to kind of soak in all that oil, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, especially if you're trying to keep a girlish figure like me. So, but we got to try my favorite, though. It's actually the first time I've done my potatoes Romanoff on a pit, but I feel like the smoke is seriously going to make a difference. See the texture still? Nice, fluffy, airy. Oh, yeah. That's awesome. Perfect. So, all right. That's it. That's all I got.